Hello there, YouTubers, people of Earth. I have a few thoughts about the spirit of Jezebel this morning. The spirit of Jezebel. What the hell is a spirit? Can spirits be good? Can spirits be bad? Is a spirit a thing that you can see with your flesh eyes? What is a spirit? We got the spirit of Christmas. We got that old team spirit. We got the spirit of Jezebel. We got so many spirits. Let's think about the spirit of Christmas for a second. What is the spirit of Christmas? Well, in the old days, the spirit of Christmas was me. I'm getting in that spirit of Christmas. I'm starting to decorate my house, and we're making hot cocoa at night. We're sitting around with the kids, telling Christmas stories. That's that old Christmas spirit. What's that Christmas spirit today? I'm getting in the Christmas spirit means you're getting your ass in a car and you're hauling your butt down to Walmart, and you're going to give some New York banker money you ain't got through a credit card to appease your ungrateful kids, because all they can seem to do is I want a video game, I want the newest I want toy, and there you are like an idiot, or like all of us are like idiots, spending money we don't have. Nobody seems to have time in the mad rush of the spirit of Christmas anymore to even think about Jesus Christ, unless it's a lonely thought in your head bouncing around there like a marble in a jar, because the whole world is espousing Santa Claus and toy and money and biggest shopping day of the year, and all the crap. So what did that spirit of Christmas manifest into, and what did it become, and what did it do for us? Well, as it turns out, Santa Claus turned out to be a hideous demonic monster who keeps people from the ability to put their eyes on Jesus Christ. Here we are walking through these boisterous waters, and then once again we take our eyes off of Christ, look down at those boisterous waters, which is that spirit of Christmas right in there with it. What about team spirit? What is it about kids being on a high school practice field in 110-degree heat out there running, and some mad coach filled with this team spirit screaming at these young boys, you gotta hustle, don't be a pussy, you gotta get out there and you gotta have pain to gain, until these boys start dropping dead. See it on the news every so often, every summer. Some kids are dropping dead. They got it on video. Kids are dropping out while they're running laps on a basketball court. Hearts are stopping. People are dying of heat exhaustion. Why? How did team spirit start? Back in the 50s, it was just a common little phrase people used, and then everybody was enjoying the sport, but it was more so for the kids to have something to do after school and so forth, and practice doing grown-up things, and everybody was happy with it. Well, what did it manifest into? Now it's an addiction. Now high school athletic programs are about at the level of what college athletic programs were 30, 40, maybe 50 years ago. High and college athletic programs are at the level that, or surpassed the level that professional sports were at that time. It just keeps elevating. The spirit just keeps getting bigger and bigger. This team spirit. Now let's talk about the spirit of Jezebel. All my life, and I remember old people saying, "Oh, you Jezebel," when they were referring to a person who was shining or acting a fool or cheating or something like that. Old people seem to get that, Jezebel was a likeness for somebody misbehaving and showing attributes of controlling natures and fornicating and so on and so forth. And there was no talk of you're possessed with the spirit of Jezebel, but they knew that that part was in the Bible as a likeness for other people today. I wonder why we always seem to have to see an actual physical spirit that Hollywood presented to us as to what a possession is all about. See these demonic monsters puking green pea soup everywhere. Why do we have to see something like that to believe in a spirit? We don't actually physically see God, yet we seem to be able to believe that He is here. We seem to believe that He has cause and effect on our lives. We don't have to see God's big, huge physical hand coming down to help us, to scoot us along out of trouble, to know that He is in fact helping us. Why do we have so much trouble accepting the spirit of Jezebel? We can't see her, but there's nothing biblical written that, she is this physical Hollywood type demonic spirit that's going to come make us do all these horrible things. So why can't we see her? Why can't we see that spirit that was in her, that the Bible felt the need to write something about, to warn us about that spirit in the Revelations, about that spirit that would raise havoc on the elect at the end. We all have these preconceived concepts about what spirits are and how they're supposed to work, and sadly it's always our preconceived concepts that keeps us away from God. Those preconceived concepts become a image between us and God, this thing that keeps us from God. God warns us all the time about putting those images before Him, which really means between us and Him. I guess this all has to do with how you look at things going in. And I guess all of us has a bit of that Jezebel spirit in us most all the time. And I think as soon as those videos came on that I posted on the board, the first thing that wants to happen is denial. Because then we have to look at the fact that maybe we have a bit of the spirit in ourselves that's having more cause and effect than we'd like to think. We like to think we're smarter than people who bring up the spirit of Jezebel. We like to think we know more, and that's very much part of the spirit of, Jezebel, not Isabel. That's very much part of that. It's like part of the problem of her, or of that spirit. So at the end, I always like to think about the ladder that Jacob saw in his dream. He saw these beings going up and down this ladder. Where does the ladder go? It goes up. What is up a representative of? Heaven. Down to earth. It's the way to and fro earth. It's the way to and fro heaven. To earth. So, all the ladders that you've crossed, that you've came up, that you've climbed, think of climbing a ladder. What would happen if you would turn back and kick out the runner behind you and curse it? And say, bad runner. I know more than you know. I've elevated myself above you. I don't need you anymore. And you grab it up to the next one, and you look back at the runner and kick it out, you curse it. Oh, you've got false doctrine in you. I've elevated myself above false doctrine. I no longer need you. We climb up some more runners, and we do the same thing. Pretty soon, when you get up there, that ladder's going to look like my teeth. It's going to have missing pieces. Well, that's fine and dandy for you. You've done made it up to where you're going. What if the guy before you done the same thing? What about the guy after you who's coming up that same ladder? My point is, don't be so quick to take out somebody's runner. It's the same thing with plastic churches. Sure, I don't care for plastic churches. I've risen above plastic churches. God's delivered me from those things. But thank God they're still in place. Because in that plastic church right now today, there's somebody who's fixing to click on Ernest Mori at 5 o'clock in the morning and finally get something he says. And doesn't just say when he clicks on to that TV, oh, there was something evil there. I got a weird feeling I had to get out of there. Because trust me, now there's a lot of people that say just that when they watch Ernest Mori. They sense something evil. It's not that he's evil. What they sense is different than their preconceived concept of what they have of God. So, anyway, some thoughts I wanted to share with you about the spirit of Jezebel. To me, I thought those 4 videos were very worthwhile and very good, and I got a lot out of them, and I look forward to doing them again. So I just wanted to make this video and share a few thoughts that I had on it, as other thoughts were being shared on the subject on the board, and that's all I wanted to say for now. It's early in the morning. I got to get ready for a hurricane, which is coming. So, peace out, everybody. So long, people of Earth.